Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That is the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today I'm very excited because Paul is back. We're checking out Dune 2. I've been waiting for this one for a while. I'm very excited to see where we go.
Yeah, I'm ready to see some riding get done. And I'm just sad that none of us went to the theater and got the popcorn bucket just for this occasion. But I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to continue the story.
I tell you what, I was really captivated by the story. It's a little out of my wheelhouse as far as the stuff that I'm normally into, but felt a little bit like 80s classic Tremors with my boy Kevin Bacon, so I'm ready for part 2.
Just came to me. Stampede. All right, let's go! Okay.
Oh, we are starting off hot.
They got their own language.
Imperial Diary, year 10,191, third comment. The battle for Arrakis took everyone by surprise. The Harkonnen operation was perpetrated overnight, without warning or declaration of war. By morning, the Atreides were no more. And the Emperor said... nothing.
We know what we wanted the Emperor to say. Nope. There he is, Big Dave.
This would not be the first time the Harkonnens have done his dirty work.
Tisa's like, I only want to play aliens.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets, but the darkest of them all may remain the end of House Atreides.
Father is dead. I'm afraid I won't have enough time to fix things before you're coming.
That looks
badass.
It seems like Florence and Zendaya are in everything.
Everything. We need an actress. She's got to be talented, dynamic. Florence Pugh.
I know 2 of them.
Then there's Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh.
Stay here.
Is that Javier?
God, I love this world that they're in. It's just so cool. Also have a new appreciation for Rebecca Ferguson after Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
all
she's
her
a badass.
all her fight scenes.
I think you're leaving pretty heavy tracks in that sand.
Oh, look at that. God, the detail on everything.
What are we even looking at? How did
that
they
was
come
like-
up with this stuff?
That was like an air filtration system. That's what I kind of looked at. Oh.
Oh, they're calling a worm.
Gotta climb.
We're going to get some sandworm action right off the bat.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
Why were they wasting their time walking?
yeah, why were they running?
Young the groom scene.
How much cool shit are they going to hit us with? It's like the first 5 minutes.
Garacha Dusa.
Oh!
Oh,
Jeez.
who's clipping these guys?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, the tracer rounds. Oh, boy.
Better move fast, Paul.
Yeah, he's going to be a little more nimble
Yeah.
than what his attire than that other guy has.
That's
huh?
more of a field of view.
Boom!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Look at our girl go.
Never stand with your back towards the open.
You okay?
Yeah.
How about her?
She's fine.
They do not usually venture this deep.
I want to make sure no Atreides escaped.
You think too much of yourself. No, we are in the deep desert. They were here for us, not for you. I'm taking you somewhere they will never find us.
Oh.
Yeah, just
What they-
stripping them.
No, did you see what the one stabbed something in the dude's chest?
Wonder if it's to get the liquid
Yeah,
out
look
of
at it
them.
right there.
Yeah, they're
Maybe.
draining them.
What are they doing?
Draining their fluid.
Filthy water. It's full of chemicals, but good enough for cooling systems.
Well, someone has morning sickness.
Yep.
You okay?
Don't let it out. Oh, I can't.
Zendaya.
You fought well.
Yes.
Oh, that bro is still alive.
Oh my sada. Oh my sada.
Oh,
Here's some lunch.
yeah.
Oh, then the worms come
Yep.
and get rid of the
No
evidence.
trace. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Just a tease they're gonna show us.
That one's large.
Lord Rabbit, we're losing too many men to the desert. Perhaps Fremen. I can't confirm, my lord. Communications are hectic in the open sands.
Your orders were to control the whole planet.
The south is uninhabitable, my lord. I suggest you get some rest.
Oh!
Wow.
I'm not sure if our friend of theirs is going to make it. Very least, he was severely concussed. That was aggressive.
Such shadow.
Who would have thought that Dave Bautista was going to become like this dynamic actor after watching him in WWE?
Oh, we all knew.
I managed.
He's asking why we're so late. He thinks you're spies.
Stay close to me.
Look at this set design.
Hoga. Hoga's the...
Not happy to see him.
Not a fan favorite.
They're not very welcome.
Well, he doesn't have any of his chocolate with him.
It's dry here in the desert.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's like you're out there in the desert.
Yeah.
Jeez. I know the school nurse has got like 5 sticks in her drawer. They're very enamored with how handsome our boy is. Next level.
Share your secret recipes.
So Chukaha Lasana Lagaib Lak.
Fils da Hatshepsa, Osalaveji, Kajakahab, Niti Hefa, Dirashi, Divarajo, Etemi.
Look how your Bene Gesserit propaganda is taking root. Some of them already think I'm their messiah. I must sway the non-believers. If they follow me, we can disrupt spice production. That's the only way I can get to the Emperor.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
Hell, I do.
There he is.
What is happening?
There's
There's spice in the food.
Mai shovotimos mis chechi.
Come with me.
Whoa, look at how quickly that turns.
Oh. Oh, they don't waste any fluids with anybody, do
None of us, even dying of thirst, would ever drink this water. This is...
We have thousands such places. When we have enough water, the Lisan al-Gaib will change the face of Arrakis. It will bring back the trees, it will bring back...
so many souls.
God, how long have they been collecting that for?
Never give your water away, not even for the dead. Our Reverend Mother is dying.
You want me to take her place?
I do.
You believe in Paul.
There are signs. Yes.
What if I would refuse?
Then he's not Lisan al-Gaib, and you have no purpose to serve. What else is left to do then but to return your water to the well?
Oh, jeez. That's a nice ultimatum.
I think you should feel honored.
Well, it was a choice between this or death, so, forgive me if I'm not flattered.
You're afraid.
The Reverend Mothers are tasked with holding the memories of all the Reverend Mothers that came before them, so I'll be given centuries of pain and sorrow.
Is it dangerous?
It's lethal for men.
A little,
A little foreshadowing, I think, there.
Wow, I think that was a nod to the pain tolerance of women. I don't think that was foreshadowing. I think that was.
I was thinking Paul was eventually going to have to do it and show that he can.
I think that was saying that the female matriarchs are capable of higher pain tolerance than the males. I won't argue.
You don't believe in all this?
No, we don't. Southern tribes believe a Messiah will come to deliver us from evil.
You don't believe in the Lisan al-Gaib?
We believe in Fremen. You want to control people? You tell them a Messiah will come. Then they'll wait for centuries.
Now, we must pray.
What'll happen to my mother?
What is it?
Oh. Use the voice on her. Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
What's that gonna mean for later?
Babies born with blue eyes.
That's way up.
Oops, they didn't know that.
Demonage!
She's right! She's right! It's no miracle. My mother was trained to do that. Poison transmutation is something advanced Bene Gesserit can do. I'm not the Mahdi. I'm not here to lead. Nezi Hajega, Giftak. Let me fight beside you. That's all I'm asking.
The guy is not taking about coordination, though. The Dainese, Ork, and Nainuk. Overexnet. Oh, Gisla.
They're all like, yeah.
He makes a good point.
How is she?
She was frightened, but she's okay. She talks to me. She believes in you.
She knows.
As you will leave, only one step remains, and you will become the Kwisatz. You must drink the water of life.
Whoa.
To be one with the desert, I want you to cross that small erg and come back.
Anything else I should know?
Beside the worms and the Harkonnens, beware of the trapdoor spiders. Don't ever listen to the jinn. They whisper at night. They can possess you. But it's true. Don't listen to them.
شو ما جيب شيء.
الناس اشتي روح على دقيقة يفترشهم. الناس يهوتشها. ما براتش شوفتها.
من ناس يهودجي.
That just looks so badass.
Chalamet.
You sandwalk like a drunk lizard.
Oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, she's proving that they're not territorial. I was like, let's not test it.
You have to break up your rhythm.
Now, that's interesting because in the film books I've studied, the anthropologists say in order to properly sandwalk, you actually have to...
Who are you going to listen to, dude?
In the film books I've studied.
Yeah, are you going to listen to that or someone that's actually been doing it
lived
for
it. Yeah,
long?
that's they make a very strong point there. Reading books and having actual life experiences are two drastically different things, people.
You know, I'm the only one who believes you're gonna make it until summer. This right here, it captures the moisture and then carries it into that pocket.
See, listening or just losing himself into her eyes.
Yes.
What?
His face.
You're right. If we want to protect your brother, we need all the Fremen to believe in the prophecy. We must convert the non-believers one by one. We need to start with the weaker ones, the vulnerable ones.
She's scaring me.
Oh,
All right.
oh, that little guy.
Food is food. Not getting much off that thing, but... Is this a Chuck Norris Rambo thing we got going on here?
Might be.
I'm guessing this is so the worms don't mess with them. You put a machine like that out there. That's what it was. The straws. Yeah. Huh. Seen that before.
It's doing work on these guys. Look how that thing just shoots and bursts like that.
Wow, they're clearing out a lot of the Fremens. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in that.
Here we go.
Oh. Nice.
Oops.
Oh! Ah, got the shield on it.
Oh.
Uh-oh. About to be exposed.
Moving with the cover.
Perfect.
What triggering? On my signal. Be ready. Go! Oh, shit!
Fire, 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 fire!
Boom.
Oh, there goes that ship.
Made it.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Why didn't they use that? Yeah, right from the get-go.
Yeah, right on the helicopter.
Who taught you to fight like that?
My old masters, they were massacred alongside my father.
Oh, starting to realize that he hasn't had it that easy.
I know everything about them, their habits, their ways of thinking. You know everything about the desert. You harness the very power of it. We can stop them together, bury them in the sand where they belong.
What would you have us do?
What would you do, Stilgar?
Would strike even farther north.
Then I will go further north.
The further north you go, the more likely it is you die.
Hinatruwi Uzulatha. Shiruk Fafa. Hizoha that Quishi Fremen.
Obilal Kairat Stilgar. Hoveji shall be known among us as Usul.
Usul. Uso.
The Fedaykin is a fighter and needs a war name.
How do you call the small desert mouse?
Wadib.
Wadib.
No. The constellation that points to the North Star we call Muad'Dib. That is a powerful name. Now you are our brother. All Muad'Dib Usul.
All right.
Uso?
Not calling him the full. Hey,
What you got there? So is that a vision or is that really happening?
I don't know, but that is a massive, massive worm. Or it looked like in that shot at least.
Stilgar!
Father, I found my way.
Where you're from, does water really fall from the sky?
Oh, yes. Where you see sand here, imagine water. Our castle stands on cliffs, high above the sea. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes. It's called swimming.
I don't believe you, so.
What's your secret name?
Zendaya.
Souheila.
It's pretty close.
Say hi.
What does that mean?
Means desert spring.
Desert spring.
It's from some stupid prophecy. I prefer Chani.
I prefer Chani too, though. Do you think Stilgar will teach me?
To ride?
Yeah.
No. Only Fremen ride worms.
Well, I thought I'd become one, didn't I?
By name, not by blood. Your blood comes from dukes and great houses. We don't have that here. Here, we're equal. Men and women alike. What we do for the benefit of all.
Well, I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Oh,
Oh, you could just cut the tension with a knife here.
Come on, kiss.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Jesus, guy.
Please answer.
I mean, I was excited for them to kiss, but not that level of enthusiasm was borderline scary.
Come on.
Look at that smile on his
The
face.
classic look behind and smile at each other. All the
We're gonna get a Ron Weasley. That's my girlfriend.
Oh, taking them out again.
I was like, I thought one of theirs was taking out.
Big Dave's not gonna be happy.
He's gonna give someone another concussion.
So this is like
the victories are going well.
This is like the montage of their taking them out one by one.
Fremen attacks. On your watch, do you know what it means if you fail? The Emperor will take spies out of our control. Tighten your grip, Revan, or feel mine on your neck.
He's going to hit him with everything. So that's the thing. They've been taking out ships kind of one at a time, two at a time, whatever. But now I think they're going to send everything after him.
Usul. It's okay. I'm here. It's been a while since you've had one of those nightmares. Tell me, what was it about?
Nothing's clear. It's only fragments. I'm in the south, and I'm following someone. And it triggers a holy war. Millions and millions of people starving to death because of me.
You've been exposed to spice for a long time.
His eyes are starting to turn.
We can ask Stilgar to call it off.
No.
That's so cool seeing it actually in the sand.
I tune it myself. Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave. We all know
You
that.
gonna learn to ride?
Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy, or you will shame my teaching.
I won't shame you.
Shai Hulud decides today if you become Fremen, or if you die.
So that's the big day.
Gets eaten.
Oh, she's nervous.
Yeah.
Geez.
Everyone's nervous.
Ting, ting, ting.
Lower.
There you go.
So cool with the sound. Oh, I see you put on the big headphones for this one. Oh, I love the way they're shooting this with the focal points.
Rishi, Suvakizanai.
Oh, guys, the tension here. Holy shit, this is so badass.
Grappling hooks.
Yeah, sorta.
Huh, kinda.
Look at that.
Right through the dune.
Ah!
Oh, it's like opens up some
It's
kind
like
of
on the
gills
side
or
of it.
something. How can he even see? Oh, look at that.
Holy shit, this is intense. It's got like gills that you can hook onto.
Peel it open to control it, or do you just along for the ride? Oh, you can shoot him further up. Look at that.
Holy shit, he's gonna do it!
Stand up!
He's gonna do it! Guys, it's like the first time I got up wake surfing. Over and over you try and you finally catch the wake.
Oh, he got it his first try.
Oh, as written.
Oh boy.
I think you use that for steering and stuff too, I'm assuming.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
There it is.
Jarman nokto dugo. Vaisa hishiabit. Nicho vatsi.
Leda hashai hulud hura afshal. Soviru shai hulud. Leda machthura.
Boy, they're all in with her. I mean, from skeptical to total belief in her.
Remember, she said she was picking them off one by one.
Yep.
And
the fact that Paul was able to ride the worm. And
there are some that truly believe and some that are pure skeptics. And
they believe in Paul. They will protect him when he comes. Kuisat Hadrak will be born in the south.
When you ride you pull something that legendary off, you know.
Jeez.
At that age, you do something like that, the girls are going to be impressed.
There will be trouble.
Chani, what do you mean?
The way they look at you. They say you can see the future. Whisper Lisa Al-Gaib.
I'm the Messiah.
That's what he would say. That's what he would say.
Yet we have a Bene Gesserit among us.
He's going to have to choose sooner or later.
Hey, your mom's really laying it on thick right now.
She says you should be coming with us. She's asking why.
Because I must continue fighting in the north to protect you down there in the south.
She says she can tell when you lie.
Tell her that's because our mother keeps spreading dangerous tales. What is she saying now?
She says you're blinded by love, and she reminds you that you must reserve your hand for the most strategic alliance.
Whoa, easy. It's not the 12th century.
I believe I'm making a difference in this war.
Do you not think I also feel the weight of the prophecy?
It's not a prophecy. They deserve to be led by one of their own. What your people did to this world is heartbreaking.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope!
I'll be waiting for you.
All of us.
Whoa.
Whoa.
She hasn't done the voices since the first one. That was kind of me reminding you who I am. And I think now we know who the woman is in the vision.
Indeed.
Look at that. You got a little transport pod. They mount up, saddle up right on the worm. Oh, they blew up a whole spice depot.
Batista's not gonna like this.
How much? We lost 80% of our last crop.
Cool.
The Fremen demon might be with them. I hope so. Today, Watching dies. Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's so cool that they went with like the dragonfly thing instead of like a traditional helicopter.
Oh.
Oven range. I've lost them.
Oh, that might not be good for you.
Yep. Oh, that's what I thought.
Yes, my lord.
Guy just took out that pilot for saying he lost him.
Yeah, his patience is wearing pretty thin.
Very.
Worn.
Yeah.
Big old sandworm just gonna come up and eat him.
God, he was so badass in that outfit.
He does.
The big, it's almost like one of the Juggernaut suits, you know, like a bomb suit.
Oh, to me, I was like it's the cowboy collar on his shoulder pads from back in the day.
Oh, the old cowboy collar.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he made it back on his ship. Whoa. Oh, got him.
What deep? Some new Fremen prophet. My dear daughter, how would you deal with this prophet?
If this Muad'Dib is a religious figure, you can't use direct force. Repression only makes a religion flourish.
You underestimate my Sardaukar.
You underestimate the power of faith.
Her Highness proves once again that she was my most acute student.
Prophets get stronger when they die. Let the conflict on Arrakis turn into war. You then bring peace.
You'd be a formidable empress.
These are our own religious patterns, aren't they? This is our doing. Muad'Dib means kangaroo mouse. What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Enough. Paul is alive. He likely knows the truth. And should the great houses learn that your father was behind the liquidation of the Atreides, your father will face war and lose the throne.
Then what hope is there?
We are Bene Gesserit. We don't hope. We plan.
We don't hope, we plan.
The Baron's youngest nephew, Fade Rotha Harkonnen, will inherit Arrakis.
He's psychotic.
That's irrelevant. The question is, can we control him? And I intend to find out.
Oh, I'm gonna try to use a loose cannon?
He just dropped the he may be the answer. There's only one answer here, ladies and gentlemen.
Would you like some fresh meats, my darlings?
Your new blades for this very special day.
Oh,
man.
Oh, I thought he was gonna.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, they got him all ready for this.
It's the tip. Should be sharper.
Come.
Kill me now.
No drug for you today, Atreides.
The Baron.
Baron and Vladimir.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is quite the arena.
Are you not entertained?
Jesus.
A long way to come just to watch our prospect risk his life, Lady Fenring. No fear. These fights are all for show.
Austin Butler, that's his name.
Oh yeah, I don't know him. They can make as many dunes as they want. This is so awesome.
This is, I mean, it's visually, it's just so next level, isn't it?
What's it gonna be?
A grizzly bear? Oh, how many guys does he have to go against? Just the two?
Yeah, there's the guy that they told no drugs to today.
Yeah.
We should cancel the fight.
Don't spoil my nephew's birthday.
Oh, so they know when they give him the drug that
they're weak.
They're weak.
Oh, that was
Gunsies.
quick. Oh, I love how they do his shields like that, how his body blurs.
Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, dear nephew. Show me who you are.
Yep, turning it off.
While he's doing that to the crowd, you run. Oh, okay.
There he is.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, they marked him with like a... That was weird.
Oh.
Oh, that was pretty intense, guys.
I had no doubts.
You tried to kill me?
You're a hero. My gift to you.
I ought to drown you in that tub.
I have another gift for you. Arrakis.
What about Rabban?
He has failed to protect spice production.
Mm-hmm.
Rabban will be reassigned. Free the spice. I'll make you emperor.
Just needed somebody a little more cunning and deadly.
Just needed a little motivation.
The emperor helped me destroy the Atreides. He lent his own army to the cause. A serious crime. If it came to light, the great houses would rise against him. Who will sit on the throne?
I may have gotten lost. Will you show me the way out of this maze, my lord Baron?
You're not allowed in this section.
May I ask, what are you doing here?
She's getting inside his head.
I dreamed about you last night. I know you've been a Gesserit tricks.
And what do you know about the Bene Gesserit? Something wrong?
I don't recognize this place. Where are you going?
To my room.
Oh, the old blurry into clear shot.
Put your right hand in the box.
Same thing they did to Paul.
A sociopath of high intelligence, driven, cruel, but strongly motivated by honor. He can be controlled. He's sexually vulnerable.
Wow.
The bloodline is secured.
A female. As you requested.
You did well, Margot.
Why didn't you test him yourself?
I'm a motherly figure. And based on what happened between him and his own mother, I didn't expect to be effective.
He murdered her.
If Phaedra Ortho prevails on Arrakis, we shall know how to control him.
Rid me of this Fremen demon.
Holy, look at that.
Jeez.
Everything
Look
is
at the
so
visuals of
unique
this.
in this. There's nothing like Dune. Nothing. Nothing comes close.
That was all practical. They made every one of them.
Okay, so they use air balloons with sails to transport military vehicle.
How many strings is that? What was that? 7, 8?
Come on! He's in this? Did we see him in the trailer? I don't remember.
Cooking time.
That's something different. It's a hatch. Oh, there goes the tracks. Yeah, that's not good.
No. All right, what kind of fighter is he?
I recognize your footsteps.
Oh, that's right.
You young pup. You young pup. After the Battle of Arakeen, I was able to negotiate a trip back home for the survivors. Why'd you stay? I wanted blood. Since Muad'Dib has been driving Raban crazy, the smuggling business has been quite profitable. I've heard many stories about Muad'Dib. None of them pretty. Our resources are limited. Fear is all we have.
That's true.
Do you realize what you were able to achieve with 200 men? Duncan said there were millions of them. With thousands of these guys, you could take control of the entire planet. It's your father's dream. What are you afraid of? Hey. Why is that a bad thing? Use it. It's not that simple. You have the power to avenge your father, and you're afraid to use it? I can foresee things. If I go south, all my visions lead to horror. Because you lose control. Because I gain it.
Oh, desert tents. Those look awfully
Well,
cozy.
I thought you were talking about what she's using to put all this, to put the spikes in. That'd be great.
Academy's hopeless.
He's family.
Family.
Family. Help the guy out.
Your path leads to war. What will you do when you feel its breath upon your neck? If you don't want to raise an army in the South, you may still have an option. Firepower. Which you don't have. And here I am. Every house possesses an atomic arsenal. I could aim the bombs at the main spice fields.
So you can control it and not us. You promised me you didn't want power.
No matter what I do, you still don't trust me.
Because you're a foreigner. Like your friend.
Ooh, that's cold.
Not a foreigner.
Not to me. But to the desert you are.
I'm doing this for all of us.
I'll talk to Stoker.
It's right under everybody's noses.
Nobody would ever look in there because it's obvious. How many heads exactly? Enough to blow up the whole planet. It's a figure of speech.
Oh, they both just give him the look.
Only with your genetic heritage.
Is this the right?
No, that's what
I
it
know,
takes.
I know. But you know, she's got a point with everything.
Well, they're gonna have to come at him with everything because
now
the new guy in charge isn't gonna take any crap.
Yeah, we see what Fate is bringing.
The 92 original Atreides family's atomic warheads.
Oh, 92.
And that is power.
Imperial Diary, year 10,191. Reports from the south of Arrakis arrive rarely. These are barren, burnt lands, hidden by sandstorms which stretch 1,000 miles across the equator. Nothing can live there without faith, which is why our Bene Gesserit missionaries have been so productive there. And you, Reverend Mother from the north, spreading word of the imminent arrival of the Lisan al-Gaib. Everything points to the escalation of war.
What is that?
The
centipede?
At the little ones?
Is that the...
Iskifta chaya and sagasa. Quiet.
Here we go.
Oh.
There's your popcorn bucket.
Oh.
Yeah, they can't handle the water.
Yeah, it probably fills them up and
Yeah.
can't breathe like that. They drown.
Oh no. Does it adapt? Oh, that's how they get the fluid out of it.
Ekeri Edima. Soon a man is going to visit your temple and he may want you to perform the rites.
Reverend Mother, it is forbidden. Edima soreti.
Let him try.
That voice. Every time she breaks that out, I just,
Oh, she's having her visions too now.
Oh.
Oh, that was his.
Or they...
Otherwise known as a...
dream sequence.
Chani!
Oh, firepower. Look at him just working it over.
artillery.
I want to go on the ground. Prepare my troops.
My lord, I would recommend you stay inside those...
Bring his body to my quarters.
What are you doing here?
Kiss my feet, brother.
Eviscerator!
You humiliated our family. Kiss or die.
Oh, look at the blood going on his neck.
Oh, he's already pushed that knife in.
Or even now, embarrass our family one more time. It will be the last.
They didn't even engage on the ground like honorable fighters.
ونارا حجار ميكري كبكب دي قاونقت ودين تهيري هورما.
Only leaders are allowed to speak. You must take my place.
I can't do that.
It is a good time to cross blades with me. We need you. We need the Lisan al-Gaib to lead our people.
You know what I think of all that, Stolgar?
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
It brings up an interesting point,
Yep.
whether you believe it or not, when a bunch of other people believe in you and you have a duty to them, you take on a whole different role.
The Harkonnens aren't done here.
I'm moving everyone to the south.
I'll stay behind and cover your retreat.
I'll stay too.
Nobody stays but me.
Paul.
That's an order! Gurney Halleck, go south! Protect my mother.
He's afraid of the fundamentalists, and he should be.
You see only fragments. You cannot see the future without seeing the past. To unlock your mind, you need to drink the water of life.
Mom was right.
You gonna drink it?
You need to see. If I go south, I might lose you.
You will never lose me. Not as long as you stay who you are.
Go cross the storms with you. Go south. Bring your people to safety. And then I will do what must be done.
They've gone south to hide in the storms. Send this message to the Baron. The North is liberated and secured. Harvest spice at will. You kill 9 of my men with one single blade. I already know everything I need to know. Only pleasure remains.
Holy shit, look at that.
Well, they need to get to south. They need to get there quick.
So she and Ezekiel exit. Isa husulash. Uzaiha shurush. Izulafa. Uzaiha shihashiyash.
Straight out of the beaker.
Now that you can see our past, you can see your future.
Oh,
Ocean.
what?
What?
It's gonna bring water to the planet.
Oh,
Now learn the truth.
what? Anya Taylor-Johnson.
And it will hurt you to the core. I love you.
ميناش شريهو.
جنازها هي لزامة هدية.
Jeez. I mean, the power that she has is just... Whew.
Paul? Paul? What happened?
He's dead. His vital signs are so low they can't be detected.
What did you do to him?
His body is fighting the poison and he needs your help.
You did this to him. You did this to your own son. You do it. You and your lies. Why would you do this?
Wait.
Whoa, just like that. Now, what's he going to be like now that he's back?
Well, he just knows. She looks like she wants to hit him for doing that to her.
Good call, answer. Answer call.
You could just see it on her, like, she played it so great, but you could just see it on her face. She was like,
Answer's like, I know that look.
I'm sorry about Chani.
She'll come to understand. The visions are clear now. I see possible futures. Our enemies are all around us. But I do see a way. I saw our bloodline, Mother. You're the daughter of Baron Vladimir Harkonnen.
Wait, what?
Did my father know?
What? What a reveal.
Myself until I took the worm's poison.
So he's Harkonnen's grandson?
Yep.
We're Harkonnens. So this is how we'll survive.
Austin Butler is his uncle.
So is Bautista.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
But
well, because he called him
Bautista
brother,
a
but,
son?
Well, or cousin or whatever. Either way, they're related. Holy shit.
Yes.
Oh
That's
my
important.
God. His mom is the daughter. That's his grandpa? What? Oh
And
boy.
the
So
plot, as they
are
say, thickens.
Are his people going to turn against him when they find out who he is and think this is a plot to infiltrate? Look at that shot again.
Only cool guys walk away from a worm going through the sand.
That's right.
Wow, that is a big army.
That is
This
an awesome
movie,
shot.
I can't get over how unique this movie is about everything. Every gadget, every shot.
Look at the
Every
ornamentation in
clothing
the wardrobe. Just I mean, it's just
You can stop this. Do you hear me? You have the power to stop this.
If you want to speak, you know what to do.
Still, God, please. For Arrakis' sake.
This prophecy is how they enslave us! How they dominate!
You'll get yourself in trouble.
This is none of your business.
Rabban Harkonnen himself killed my family. He gave me this scar to remember him by.
ooh.
Oh, boom.
I still can't get over the reveal.
Only tribe leaders can speak. You must take his place by defeating him and returning his water to the well.
You think I'm stupid enough to deprive myself of the best of us?
Take
my life, Usul.
I'm pointing the way!
Jahaish. Shihochausich. Lukazash Vazir. Jura Hagari. Imashneri Yakala. Dune.
You sound okay?
What happened to Paul? He's like knows everything.
Hashisha Chi.
Sheath Gim Shari.
Shuma Hoki.
This is my father's ducal signet.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis, Rui Demon Aruk, Ashini!
Oh.
She is not digging it.
No.
Paul Atreides is still alive.
Oh, now they know.
He challenges my father. Did you counsel my father to exterminate the Atreides?
Of course I did.
You tried to sacrifice an entire bloodline.
And I was right to do it. The Kwisatz Haderach is a form of power that our world has not yet seen. For 90 generations, we have supervised House Atreides. Their bloodline had to be terminated.
But it's backfired. Paul is alive. And if he defeats Feyd-Rautha, my father...
Your father will lose the throne no matter who prevails. But there is one way your family can remain in power. And through you, the continuation of our stewardship. Are you prepared?
You heading north with the others? I follow my leaders. If fighting goes north, I go north.
Paul didn't have a choice, Chani.
I won't be fighting for him. I'm fighting for my people.
I came to wish you best of luck. I'd wish you the same, but it seems you've won your battle.
Knew there was a but or a however going to be coming in there.
The Emperor's very obliging.
Afshil Alkalik.
That is so cool.
It just never ends. The coolness of everything with this movie.
I brought spice production under control. Send messages to the great houses. Tell them that Arrakis is under Sardaukar attack. Tell them the future hangs in the balance.
Oh, Jesus.
When the storm hits this ridge, Gurney will open the way for you, Stilgar. Chani, I want you and your Fedaykin to then attack from the east.
And I'll serve Arakeen for dessert.
Remember, I need the Emperor alive.
Here's our crew.
That's Mason Quinn's salute. He refuses to do any other salute other than that. Oh, pop a pump out there.
Do you have any idea who this Wadid could be? Give me more.
He's a madman.
Mad?
All Fremen are mad.
Answer's about to crack.
Or he went hiding in the southern storms, which means the same thing.
The sandstorm that's approaching threatens the integrity of our shields. We recommend going back into orbit.
Well, the mountains will protect us from most of it.
Investigated the south regions of Arrakis.
While the entire region is uninhabitable. It's well known, Your Majesty.
Exhibits evidence of human activity.
I wasn't aware of this. I swear to you, I wasn't aware of any of this.
Oh,
wow. Wow. Oh, come on.
Oh, here it comes.
Can you dig it?
There's the nukes.
Oh, they're using them.
So now he's down to 89 left.
Yep.
They had 92.
They're using them.
That was just a warning shot.
Oh. Is this even going to be a battle? Looks like it's going to be over in about 30 seconds.
Oh boy.
These guys are not ready.
Well,
it's not good.
Here it comes.
Does he think he's gonna be like Drax and trying to stab his way out?
Holy Jesus.
Taking those guys out.
Yeah, and then they're going into the sandstorm, so that's...
We saw how that worked out in the first one.
Doesn't work all well.
Holy shit, look at this.
Is he trying to get up on...
Yeah, wants to sit on the throne.
Oh, he's walking straight for Baron. They're not even going to stop him. They're like, yeah, this was kind of the end goal. Anyhow, that's what the Emperor wanted, right?
Yeah. Oh!
You die like an animal.
The sound design is incredible.
Martin. Vista Sardaukar. Tkatantona Jarishme.
Oh, wow. Oh! Jesus, look at that.
Yeah,
well, it looks like they have those shields, so maybe it's got to be quick.
Yeah, they're getting through them.
Oh.
Are we going to have our showdown?
I think we're about to get it.
Rolling.
Oh, look at that shot. Come on.
Look who's back from the dead.
Oh, that was quick.
That's not how I saw that going
For my
down.
Duke and my friends.
Does he like have to like get? He's a new Sean Bean. He's like gone in every movie that we've seen him in. We saw him in Bond.
Yeah.
I mean, Drax is the only one he's stayed on in.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that is a cool shot.
Ants.
I mean, it's gross, but it's.
Ooh.
Oh.
Warships. Gurney, it's time. Bring the prisoners.
This isn't over yet.
Nothing is over. Nothing.
I will love you as long as I breathe.
You're facing a full invasion, Fremen.
How can you be so sure the great houses are here for me? They may be curious to hear my side of the story, don't you think? Send a warning to all ships. If the great houses attack, our atomics will obliterate all spice fields.
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
Nice.
Message sent, my lord.
You will bow at my feet. Your feet! You'll be lucky to keep your head. I'll take the hand of your daughter, and we will rule together over the Empire.
What? Oh. Right in front of Chani.
Yeah.
You have to answer for my father. Do you know why I killed him? He was a man who believed in the rules of the heart. But the heart is not meant to rule. Your father was a weak man.
Stand or choose your champion.
I'm here, Atreides.
Finally gonna get the showdown.
Let me deal with him.
It's my burden.
I want that armor to go to Comic-Con with, dude. Or not Comic-Con, Fan Expo.
Even the little black jackstrap right there, too.
It's a protector answer. Look at that. Like, who
I'm
designed
happy to finally
that?
meet you. Cousin.
You wouldn't be the first relative I've killed.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Oh, Paul's being pretty aggressive here. Oh, now he's on the defense a little.
They're going with no music, just all sounds.
Yeah.
Sun in the background like that.
Yeah. Oh.
She's your pet?
Uh-oh. Now you crossed the line.
Paul on the defensive here. Whoa. Oh.
Oblique shot.
Oh. Is this really gonna happen?
Did he pull it out of his oblique and get him?
Yeah.
You fought well, Atreides.
Ooh, he got it though too.
Listen, I gave.
So he got it in like the shoulder, but got the oblique knife out.
I didn't know which way that was gonna go for a minute there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, you're supposed to just leave it until you get to a doctor.
Yeah, they have doctors.
Oh, boy, they shot that just for a second with the blood dripping.
Planning on doing.
You should have believed. You chose the wrong side.
You of all people should know. There are no sides.
So Baron's gone, the two sons are gone. Wow.
Yep.
Bit of a power vacuum on that side, huh?
The life debt has been paid. Spare my father now, and I will be your willing bride.
Bend that.
Oh. Didn't even look like he really kissed it. I was like, I ain't really going to kiss this thing. Come on.
The great houses have answered. They refuse to honor your ascendancy.
Oh.
We await your orders.
Is he gonna take out the spice fields?
Lead them to paradise.
What is happening, Mother? Your brother attacks the great houses.
One more battle.
Begins.
That doesn't look like a small one either, does it?
I don't think any of them are small. Other than
relatively speaking.
Other than the baby ones they had in the frickin'
in the temple. Oh gosh, I'm exhausted.
All right. Wow. Wow.
That was epic, guys. That was epic. There's nothing like Dune. I'll just come out and say it right now. I mean, These movies are so incredible. The world building they do, the details, they are like nothing else. The set design, the languages, the fighting, everything is so unique. There's just nothing like it. And beyond all that, look, you can take the epic scale of everything and it can be amazing. But to me, what sets it apart is that it's easy for somebody who has no knowledge of the mythology of Dune, somebody who hasn't read the books. You can jump into these two movies and they do such a good job of storytelling. You can immediately understand what's going on and you're sucked into it that quickly. Because to me, that makes the difference of having amazing source material like they do and being able to showcase that to, we'll just call it a casual fan who might not otherwise know about it, and they can get totally sucked in. And that's what these two movies have done so brilliantly. It's a completely different world, and they're able to tell it in a way where you're not confused, like, oh, wait, who was that guy? What was going on with them again? I mean, how many times do we see that in movies and TV shows where there's so much going on? It's a level of confusion for the audience. They have a hard time following it. In this, that is not the case. They do it brilliantly. Again, everything is so unique, from every gadget, the way they write letters and take a diary where it comes up on the cylinder and it was marking it around. Like, they've thought of everything on here, and just such an amazing job. All the actors absolutely crushed this. They brought in A-listers. And I think Timothée is on his way. I think he's going to be that guy going forward, kind of how like a Leonardo DiCaprio is now. And I'm sure some of you maybe feel that Timothée Chalamet's already at that level. To me, I think in the future, he's going to be like the guy that a lot of studios turn to, because the role that he played in this, to me, is what's so impressive is that he's able to command attention and respect and to portray strength, whereas I think so many other actors wouldn't be able to do it unless they were physically imposing. And I think that says a lot about his skills as an actor and the way the character is written. Like, you know, he's a total badass, but he doesn't have to be like a Chris Hemsworth or an Alan Ritchson type huge guy to command it. Like, and that just, again, and what really won me over for Timothée Chalamet is when we saw him in Wonka, ironically enough, the way he was able to do that role. And then now I see him in this. And by the way, if you haven't seen our reaction to Wonka, it's on the channel. Check it out. The movie was amazing. But how he's able to be these two totally different characters. And look, I know a lot of actors do that, but he's doing such a good job. Zendaya was incredible in this, as always. We saw a little bit of Florence Pugh, and I don't know if it'll make the cut or not, but it seems like those two are just in everything. It's like, hey, we need to fill these two roles. Well, I call Florence and Zendaya. I'm sure they'll work out perfect. They're doing everything else. So, again, just an amazing movie of world building, and everything is so unique. I think these movies need to be mentioned in the same breath as your Star Wars, your Lord of the Rings, your Harry Potters, because to me, they're at just, it's only two of them, but they're at that level and they are done so well. I think they demand every level of respect in the world, because me not knowing about it, coming into it, totally blown away. I'm sure we'll get in more to it in the round table here, but I got to kick it over to these guys, otherwise I'll go on and on.
Yeah, we just experienced it with another show earlier. The first episode was like, the world building, so you get a lot of information thrown at you. So same with this first Dune, they gave you a lot to go around, and this one just focused on the one main storyline of pretty much taking over for Chalamet for being a prophecy, which he didn't think he was, to which he was taking over a tyrannical house. We had Bautista return, but sadly he's gone. We had the introduction of Faye, but he's gone. I mean, this was just a huge world to watch. I loved, the scenery, the set designs, the sands that they're in, riding the sand worms. I mean, the sound, like you saw, if it'll make the cut, where I made sure I covered both just so I could hear it. So like, I could only imagine, the theater experience, which this is one of those movies that was probably designed for that, so that you would actually watch it in the theater. But yeah, like what I loved about Chalamet when they had him doing his the sand walking, it reminded me a little bit of Wonka, not so much obviously like that.
We had a front roll.
We had a few, we had a front roll. We had a few fun little jokes with that, but no, because it's just fun seeing a guy play one role so differently than another one, just because you love to see the range in these guys, and he there's a reason why they had him as the lead in this. He did such a great job of just everything, having his visions, showing his love for Zendaya, and we saw remember, they didn't want any wasted hydration, so it meant a lot when she cried that they used the tear to bring him back. And then just on everything this movie was, as far as showing an entirely different planet. It had 2 moons. You saw it covering the sun, so you had the different eclipses. You had all the different weaponry that they had, like the magnet mines.
Yeah.
That came at, they had the interesting different ways to take out all the, all the Harkonnen, warships or whatever that they came down in it seemed like a hot air balloon, and then it was a big tank, but that was going like this for the sandworms. Really interesting that when they would take out a group, then they would just lay one of those thumpers right there, so that way the sandworm would just
eat them up.
Essentially, get rid of the evidence. This cast was just amazing. Getting Christopher Walken in there. I called him by the wrong name. It's Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah. That was our Baron that we saw in Chernobyl, and he's also been in the Avengers and Thor movies as well. He's a main scientist in that, so it was awesome. And then Javier Bardem, just amazing in everything he does. It was awesome in this, especially with being able to switch back and forth. I mean, I know it's a language that they developed. There was actually someone that was on Tosh had it on that they write and develop their own languages specifically for movies and stuff like that. So just how much work they put into it to make it make sense and everything, and how Javier then has to essentially learn that language so that way he can go back and forth. I mean, obviously Zendaya and a couple others had to do that too, which is just amazing to me how much focus and just how they're able to encompass all that. I didn't do good in Spanish class. The 2 years with these guys are just learning an entire different language just for a movie role is just always astonishing to me. And just overall, this was a lot of fun. I don't think I'm wrong in saying I thought this one was better than the first one as well.
Yeah.
Only thing missing was obviously our buddy Oscar Isaac.
Solid Snake. He's coming one day, right?
He's got to be.
Metal Gear's coming.
It's coming sometime.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, I 1000% agree with the answer. I think this was, for me, this was definitely better than the first one. And I think the first one, I knew nothing about the original or the book. And so the first one, I'm trying to understand what's going on, the different houses, power grabs, world building, what the story's all about with the spice, and the combination between them living what we might consider I don't want to say archaically, but some of them are in cliffs and things like that, with a lack of certain technology, but then of course there's spaceships and things like that. So this was more just great storytelling, incredible action, and the cast. I've done this with a couple of films. It's I like putting myself in Oak's pitch meetings, right? Oak sitting in on the pitch meetings, and I picture them being so, we want to have a good cast. What does our budget look like for the cast? Who can we get? Just get everybody.
Yeah.
Who should we get? But just get everyone. Everyone? Yeah. We need
everybody who's been crushing.
We need 2 young male stars. We need 2 young female stars. Why don't we get Timothée Chalamet and Austin Butler? Then why don't we get Zendaya and Florence Pugh? It's the cast. We need some older iconic people. Yeah. You know what? We'll get Stellan Skarsgård. We'll get Javier Bardem. We'll get Christopher Walken. How about we'll throw in Josh Brolin in there? We'll get Dave Bautista as well. I mean, Like what? And then we need a strong, powerful female as well. How about why don't we get Rebecca Ferguson while we're at it?
She was crushing it, Mission Impossible, and everything else.
They just went and got everybody, and everybody delivered. The only thing that I struggle with, as far as casting, and this isn't a bad thing at all, and I think 99% of people, we just have a hard time with Christopher Walken. It's like everybody.
Role.
I love him. I love Christopher Walken, and I think he's so brilliant. But it's so crazy that voice is just, I think. Like, and I know, look, I didn't want to mention it during the movie. I kind of laughed about it. I didn't want to say the cowbell thing because I didn't want to I don't want to take away from the seriousness of his role here, but I can't, I can't, disassociate Christopher Walken with the cowbell thing. But what a talented actor. I just think this movie was so phenomenal, and what a task that they had laid out in front of them with this world building, And it's interesting that the world itself was, kind of cliffs and sand. So it wasn't like an Avatar type world building, or a Way of the Water, the second Avatar world building where you have this whole new planet and stuff. The planet itself, Andrew, I don't know if it's going to make the cut or the answer joke. It's like, hey, it's Arizona. It's like, but inside that world building, it might be a lot of sand and some cliffs, but you're building an entire military technology. You have the ships, you have, how would they transport? Well, they're using hot air balloons with sails, but they have regular like spaceship looking things and globes, and there's all this technology and massive, tank looking things and
gladiator arena,
flying explosive magnets and gladiator arenas that are shaped as a triangle. I mean, there was so much world building that they did here, and I agree with Mason Quinn. I mean, these two films have positioned themselves up there with some of the epic franchises in movie history. And I know that's a big that's a big thing to mention when you're mentioning movie history.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so mind-numbing. I'm guessing we're getting a part number 3 by the way this ended. I don't know if anything's been announced yet. Answer, can you pull up if anything's been announced for part 3?
When I looked it up, he's working on the script right now.
Okay, so
that was as of this past March.
So they left. I think they very clearly left it
February
open.
24th.
Well,
He said there was
okay. Yep. So
he
there
said it
we
was
go.
almost finished, but he also doesn't want to rush it.
Yep.
He said because citing Hollywood's tendency to focus on release dates over overall quality, and he wants to make sure that it's the best.
Okay, yeah. So just as at about the same time we're watching this, it's reported that Villanueva and Legendary have officially begun the development of the third film. So we're getting a third film. I'm imagining. For me, the big question mark here is how many films do you do? Do you do a trilogy and then wrap it up so it doesn't seem like you overstayed your welcome? The story is so compelling. I feel like I could watch, this is, the better part of 3 hours. I feel like I could sit down and watch another one right away.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, go figure.
No wonder it's so good.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah,
go figure. Hans Zimmer. I am, if there's one thing I'm bummed out about, and Answer touched on this, it's
we didn't
that,
get a popcorn bucket?
Well, I was going the theater direction, not the popcorn bucket direction. But I'll make sure to just even go to the theaters just to get one if they do it again. This was 1,000% a theater movie, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and there's not many of those that get made.
The spaceships, the base. I mean, the battles. I mean, this was a theater movie, and it's obviously we wait till it comes out on streaming before we do our reactions. Where we live, there used to be a cheap seats where after the movies ran their course on the main theaters, they went to the cheap seats so you could still see a theater if that was still an option. We could wait, watch the movies here, and then still go get that theater experience. I think the clear thing we need to do here is we just need to have our own full Bad Medicine little theater here. We'll have to work on that. But what a phenomenal film, and I don't know if it's gonna make the cut, guys. But I know this is big to say, and I might take some heat for this, which I understand if I do take some heat for this. I feel like this almost God, it's hard to say. I feel like this almost feels like this generation's like Star Wars.
Oh,
and I know this originally came out
yeah.
a long time ago,
the
but
books.
this type of film, God, it just feels like something totally different, doesn't it?
It does. I would absolutely agree with that. And I think I'm glad to see them taking the time with the third one and realizing how much the fans love these movies and that they want to do it right and not just rush it for the sake of rushing it. Because look, something this epic and this big, how many times have we seen it go wrong with, big movies they try to do like this and they just flop. This one, it's not the case. They're taking their time to do it. The other thing that I wrote down that I thought was wild was how Rebecca Ferguson was communicating with Anna Taylor-Joy, who played Paul's sister, who was yet to be born yet. That was a wild twist that I didn't see coming when she took the sandworm blood and everything and how that impacted it. That was a wild twist I didn't see. And just every time, and they did it sparingly in this that I liked, is how they used the voice.
Oh yeah,
it was because I think if they would have overdone it, I think it would have lost the appeal. But when Rebecca Ferguson did it, it was like,
because when it did it meant more.
It mattered.
So that's why it was smart to keep it to a minimum that she had to be like in a certain way to use it, and to really threaten. So,
but I agree with you, Oak. To me, this 100% feels like this decades or generations, whatever you want to call it, level of Star Wars.
Obviously,
I just hope it doesn't. I hope that it doesn't get cheapened to where all of a sudden, hey, Amazon's doing a spin-off series or Netflix is doing a spin-off series, and maybe it doesn't work out because I just want the main story to be told and be completed in a way that's as epic as these first two have been.
No, I haven't seen the original from the 80s, and you haven't? And
I haven't either.
Okay, so we haven't seen the original. One of the people that I know that saw it in the theater, actually, when it was back across the street from the PAC, when the theater was down there, said he actually walked out on it. He said it was he did not like it at all. He walked out.
The Viking Theater on College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin.
So I don't know. Maybe we might have to visit watching that one, see how that holds.
Oh, I think that
all
has
I know
to
is that looking on Wikipedia, I saw that Austin Butler played the character that Sting played in the original Dune. So that would be kind of fun to see how Sting portrays how do you say it? Fade.
Yeah.
So
Fade, yeah.
God,
but
they just did so much in this. I mean,
it's interesting. It's like
I can't get over it.
So I am Mason Quinn and myself. Answer's a few years younger than that. We're at an age where we're around the same age as Leonardo DiCaprio, and we kind of have grown up with him evolving in his roles. But older people who watched him kind of as a younger actor and developing, and I feel like now we're watching the real rise of Timothée Chalamet. Austin Butler's a little older, I think, but Timothée Chalamet, I just want to mention, and I feel like we're watching the rise of him, and I'm wondering if in like 20 years from now, when we're in our, we're in the middle part of our 60s and stuff, if he's gonna be, he's gonna be that 40-something actor doing James Bond and all these epic movies, and we're like, man, we remember him when he was in, when he was in Dune and he was doing this stuff. Yeah. So, but wait a minute, how old did it say he was? Answer.
Chalamet was born in 95.
Oh,
so he was December of 95, and Butler was
Chalamet's that old, huh?
Was 91.
Oh, see, I thought Chalamet was a little bit younger than that for some reason.
He's got that baby face look a little bit.
He's still 28 years old.
Well, I thought he was like 21, 22. He's got a baby face, so he's 28. So he's not as young as I thought.
Well, see, and I think, like Leo had that kind of very young look for so long, and now he's kind of starting to, and it seems like Leo's just now starting to grow into that little bit of an older gentleman look.
Because Leo looked like a baby face for so long.
Well, the thing is, we also grew up with Leo. Like, he was in freaking
like, was it Family Ties he started
Not
with or
Family
something like that,
Ties.
or-
He was in Growing Pains.
Yeah.
You know, and then he had his movies string through in there. I
But it
mean,
just seems
remember
like-
when he did Titanic? I think he was still barely even in his 20s.
17.
Yeah. So it just seems like I think I agree with you.
Pretty young.
I think their careers are going to kind of mirror each other a little bit, and Timothy's just crushing everything.
I mean, he's already, and it's to be announced, but he's going to be playing Bob Dylan. So,
But I mean, and not to take away from any of the other actors in this who all did an amazing job, absolutely. But he just stands out because having just done Wonka and now to this, and the roles couldn't be more different.
I think I am just beyond impressed with how dynamic of an actress Florence Pugh is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's in so much, almost like where we joke. It's like she's in so much, like, well, we saw her in that, but she's such a dynamic actress and she's so talented, and I just, you know, I mean, she's in these, you know, she's in these Marvel movies and stuff like that, and then we see her there,
and then she's in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, she's in Oppenheimer. She's in like Black Widow, obviously. Fighting with My Family, where she plays a wrestler.
Go up a little bit higher, answer. We're looking at Florence Pugh. So, yeah, I mean,
Lady Macbeth in 16 was
really
her.
You know, she's really just in the last handful of years, really come into her own as far as like these big movies, and wow, I could not be more impressed with Florence Pugh as far as the direction she's going, and the same with Zendaya. I mean, just, you know, like, hey, she's the girl in Spider-Man, and now her career is just blowing up. You know,
It's
so
funny
impressive.
how many of these actors in this movie have worked together on previous projects, like we talked about, you know, No Country for Old Men with Javier and Josh Brolin, and and obviously with Brolin and Zendaya, with, you know, the Marvel universe. So yeah, a lot of fun, just crazy.
Yeah, it's been fun. So really, a lot of bright futures ahead. Oh, jeez,
we're way behind.
Do we need to get our scoreboards over this one?
I think this one's pretty obvious. That guy there.
Take that when you get a second.
Yeah, for me, folks, this one's as good as it gets in the universe of whatever you want to call this, world building, sci-fi, whatever. This is an easy 5 out of 5 answers for me. Absolutely loved it. I cannot wait for the third one to come out. I know it's going to be epic. What a great universe.
It's going to be a while, but it'll hopefully, like you said, be worth the wait. It said Hans Zimmer said that he already threw the book on his desk and told him to read the novel sequel to Dune series to get ready for the music. So I have a 5 and an exclamation point behind the 5 and the answers, because this was awesome.
5. Easy 5.
Easy.
But what else is what else
can we say?
A 5.
Yep.
Hands
all
down.
right, Dune 2 was great. Can't wait for a third. Hopefully you don't mess it up with it, like Quinn said, with any roundabout, no Netflix or Amazon like sideshows. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. Good night, pals.